people were like, what is she
Fans
saving?
saw that Nick was saving them. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, they saw. Yeah.
Stop it. That's the best thing I've ever.
Yeah. And they were like, why is she saving this? What does it
Saving
mean?
them to send to Luke at a convenient
Yeah,
time.
because we have a giggle. Hello, we are the cast of Bridgerton.
I'm Nicola Coughlan.
I'm Luke Newton.
And I'm Claudia Jesse, and we are in the studio with Hollywood Reporter.
Well, hello guys. Thank you so much for
Hello.
being here.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Season 3 is finally out there for the entire world to see. How does that feel? Because I know a lot of people have been patiently awaiting this matchup. So what emotions are going through your head right now?
Weirdly, when I woke up this morning, I sort of forgot. I went to check my texts, and obviously, you know, we mostly live in London, so it's not a very different. So everyone was waking up and I was looking, and then someone texted me like, "Congratulations, Seth," and I was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
how did I forget?"
Yeah.
Crazy.
Right. So I did want to ask, how do you think season 3 ups the steaminess and the romance compared to the past 2 seasons? Or how do you think that it's different entirely?
I think it just, again, like previous seasons, just feels really true and appropriate to their love story. It feels,
Yeah.
you know, we had sort of that longingness of last season where they didn't quite get there. Whereas Colin and Penn have had a connection since we first saw them in season 1. So it's like about time.
Do you
Yeah.
feel like you guys had a leg up chemistry-wise because you did have that opportunity to build up the real-life
Yes.
friendship off camera for a number of years now?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's the question, sorry?
Did we have a leg up from building the chemistry?
I think so, yeah.
I think so.
And I don't think it could have been any other way. Like, we needed that history, not only that we've experienced as a couple, but also as the audience has come along with us for that whole ride.
I feel like sometimes you watch a show and you're like, someone goes, "Those actors didn't get on." You go, "Yeah, you can kind of tell." But with us, like, we genuinely have such a love for each other that, you know, it made it really easy. And also, I was talking with Claude about this, but I was saying like how, like, for me, I had, you know, there's always like life and art imitating one another and stuff. But for me, like, for this season, like, Penelope's confidence was growing in her finding herself in a relationship and stuff. My confidence grew in finding myself in my work and being a leading lady. I think our relationship grew not as like friends to lovers, but it grew in that we developed such a closeness this time that we always got on really, really well, but we have a very different relationship to what we had, you know, before we started this season.
Totally.
And it's been beautiful, and we're such a strong unit within this, and it's been amazing.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to ask Claudia, you're the trio to this
Yeah.
this group
Weird,
right
isn't it?
here.
No, it's you,
It's
me,
weird.
and Dakota.
No,
I think it's weird.
No, I love it.
I love it because the three of you are so important to this season in and of itself. So I wanted to ask, what was it like to kind of take on a more elevated role this season and also watch these two take up the leading mantle?
Gross, wasn't it?
That's disgusting.
Right, did you look?
Gross.
How did you feel watching us snogging?
She said, I don't want to answer that on camera.
Like, okay, I can. The thing is, as a bunch, like we're well proud. Like, obviously, season 1 we're introduced to Bridgerton. Season 2, obviously, we knew Johnny and he did a beautiful job. And then we were introduced to the amazing Sharma family. But this is like, obviously, we've known these guys for ages. And then for us as actors, we're like watching our best mates like lead the show. So we're like, wow!
Yeah.
And then they have sex
Yeah.
and stuff. So then you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, like, it is weird. It's weird, but it's mostly pride.
Well, I wanted to follow up on Eloise's storyline this season. I feel like she's having a rough time right now. She's on the outs with her friend. She's watching all of her siblings fall in love. What do you think it's going to take for her to maybe open herself up to not only love, but happiness? I feel like she's just like in the trenches right now.
Yeah. I think there's a really interesting school of thought that happens with Eloise sometimes, that because she's so defiant in her idea of what she thinks she should have and what she wants, that somehow means she's anti-love.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I think that's true. And what I loved about season 2 was that we were able to see that she could have a connection with someone, like with Theo, the printer. I just think right now she wants the choice. And right now she's got other priorities because she's got this big secret and she's got her brother and her ex-best mate and all of that.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot going on for her. Yeah.
Are we not friends?
Friends.
Well, Luke, I wanted to ask you. I saw there's been a lot of memes asking about what kind of boot camp they're putting these Bridgerton men through. Is there a Bridgerton boy boot camp?
There's not actually. No, there's not like nothing really happens. I don't know what it is. I guess like part of growing up in the show and just leaning into the scripts, I guess. I read the very first line when Benedict says, "Under what foreign sun did you apparently get so sturdy?" So I was like, okay, time to get a little sturdy, whatever that means, in whatever capacity I can. So yeah, just dived into that and wanted to portray this new version of Colin.
I think, but like almost the best part of his transformation is that he didn't need to transform at all, because Penn has always loved him for who he is and in his soul, because he's kind and he's sweet and he's caring and he's funny and he's not the coolest, and it's
well, come on.
and he actually is, and I think he's really cool.
Now we're going to head into the second portion called Tea Time with Bridgerton. You're each going to get a teacup and saucer.
Fabulous.
We're going to ask you a series of questions. And if you absolutely do not want to answer it, you can just take a sip of tea. Who is the best Regency era dancer in the cast?
Oh, wow.
Luke Newton.
It's Newt, isn't
What
it?
about
You're very
what about
good.
the dog?
Thank you.
She stepped in this year and was like,
She's a professional dancer, but I think she's a professional dancer.
She had too much of an advantage.
yeah, that's true.
We have one scene in ep 6, I want to say, where we danced together.
Yeah.
And we watched back and we were like, that was incredible that we did that.
Yeah.
Because we were like, it was quite complicated steps. And we were doing like a lot of dialogue. And I'm like, shit.
We rehearsed a lot for
We
that.
did.
Who is the worst dancer in the cast?
Wow.
Oh my good God. That's when we use it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Luke and Nicola, you've said you broke some furniture while filming certain scenes. Can you disclose what piece of furniture it was?
No.
We've kept it secret for so long now that I'm like, no one has guessed it yet. No one has guessed it.
No way.
The craziest guess we've had is candlestick. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do they mean?
What are you doing in your house? Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, so no one in the cast knows either.
I don't know if they do.
I feel like
Maybe.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, when you've seen it, yeah, of course you do. Like, how do you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a very
Most
private
of them seen
moment.
it. Yeah.
Blink twice if it had to do with a mirror.
Well, that's a difficult one. One blink.
Maybe there was one in the room.
Yeah, there is one in
That's
the room.
tea.
There's
Yeah.
always one in the room.
That's
Okay. As a writer or a poet, dare I say, I think Penelope would be a big fan of Taylor Swift's new album,
Yes.
The Tortured Poets
Yes.
Department. What would Penelope's favorite song off the album be?
What's the with Post Malone?
Fortnite?
Fortnite. Yes, that one.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. I was gonna say Who's Afraid of Little Old Me.
Oh yes, I've seen that one.
That's
yeah.
I feel like I've seen some
I've seen some
pen
memes
edits
with that.
of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Luke, how many thirst trap TikToks of Colin Bridgerton have you watched?
What the hell does this mean?
So it's like a thirst trap is like a sexy video, or if you fancied someone, you might put a hot picture of yourself online to be like, hope they see it. But a thirst trap TikTok, but I send him loads.
Yeah, you do.
So
so thanks
So you
to
see
Nick.
them.
Multiple.
but
I
also,
don't know the number.
But I'll find like funny.
Yeah,
like,
they're
it's the
always very funny.
I was not on my algorithm whatsoever. So it's basically like you don't search; it just whatever comes up comes up.
Got it.
So I'll save them and send them to him.
Yeah.
But then I didn't know that you could see.
Yeah.
you could save them. So then people were like, "What does she save?"
Fans saw that Nick was saving them. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, they saw. Yeah.
Stop it! That's the best thing I've
Yeah. And they were like, "Why is she saving this? What does
I
it
was saving
mean?"
them to send to Luke at a convenient
Yeah.
time.
Because we have a giggle.
Oh, because you get a notification.
I didn't know
or
that.
fans get a
I
notification.
didn't know that. I know now.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Wow, okay,
That's
well-
so sweet.
Yeah.
How many Pollen fan edits have you seen?
Oh, millions.
Over the years.
We send those to each other all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
We got really emotional about that one the other day.
Yeah.
We were in Verona. We were actually watching them. I was like, Luke, watch this. It's really beautiful.
It's like seeing their whole journey. It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
never
that's
see
nice.
that.
I haven't
Yeah.
watched back season 1 and 2 in ages,
Yeah.
so it just is like going down memory lane.
If you could name someone in Hollywood to be the diamond of the season, who would you pick?
Oh, crikey. Crikeys.
Oh,
Oh,
I want to do
crikes.
the good answer.
Oh, no. I'm crap at things like this.
We'll give you a minute.
Oh,
We'll give you a minute.
okay. I know who I'm going to say because
Yep.
I really want her to play Queen Charlotte on SNL, Maya Rudolph.
You
Yeah,
need
it just
Maya
makes
Rudolph.
sense. It makes sense. So her, yeah,
Oh,
I love
no.
her.
Yeah, great. Agreed.
I'm not going to single anyone out.
No,
There we go.
go on.
I'm using my phone. I'm using my
I'm
thing.
just backing you.
Yeah, you
Love
haven't
it.
used it as much, so
Yeah,
so it's
I've
good,
got
it's
one.
good.
I've earned
Get
one.
a pass. What is your favorite Friends to Lovers movie?
When Harry Met Sally.
That's my favorite as well.
It's
That's a good one.
just-
Yeah, classic.
And we need more Billy
So
Crystal type men
Me
in
too.
movie rom-coms.
Yes.
Can I go TV show?
Yeah,
Yeah,
can I go TV
yeah,
show?
yeah.
Yeah, because I'm said it before, but Ross and Rachel, because I think they replicate how well, they don't replicate. We replicate how they.
They
we
learn a
were
lot from you
first.
guys, actually.
How Colin and Penn just never works out at the right time. They're constantly missing each other, and there's obstacles in the way.
Were they on a break?
Yeah, they were fucking on a break. You better fucking believe they were on a break.
Do you think
No,
they
they
were on a
weren't.
break?
No, I'm not
I was about to
break.
say,
You
you
think
would
they
know
were?
They were not on a break. They were
You
not on a
don't
break.
think they were on a
I
break? You definitely wouldn't have thought they were on a break. Jess and Nick from New Girl, I think.
Oh.
Because also that's mine and Nicola's favourite on-screen
Hottest
kiss.
Yes.
See, every
I
girl,
agree.
every girl,
I
every
love
girl.
that kiss so much. I watched him do interviews about that kiss.
Yeah.
When Liz Merriweather, the creator of the show, was giving him notes, and he was like, "You don't need to tell me how to kiss a woman, Liz." On the floor.
Yeah.
I was on the floor.
That kiss was in our group chat when we were discussing
Yeah,
the first
I
Colin
was sending
kiss.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were sending each other like sexy scenes. Sounds weird. It's not. It's not. It's just what it is.
Nice.
So Jess and Nick was inspiration for Pollen.
Well,
Was.
yes, but not for the first kiss. That wasn't
No.
right for that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, we have another one in episode. I'm gonna whisper.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's more that vibe.
Whose Bridgerton love story are you hoping to see next?
The Netflix snipers are there with the guns. And if we answer that, they'll.
I think, can we do a trio sip?
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
What is the primary force that guides us along our paths?
Penelope.
Is it our minds or our hearts?